Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We start off with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Las Vegas police want to ban obstructions on pedestrian bridges over the Las Vegas Strip, but some say it would violate First Amendment rights. Review-Journal's Jen Ah has a more in-depth look at this story. Jen?
Renee, the ACLU is even threatening to sue. What opponents of this ordinance are really concerned about is First Amendment rights of buskers or street performers.
People stop and they dance and they sing. You know, I mean, it's a moment. It's ambiance that is caused. Yes, genitals and fires. We need to get rid of that stuff, no doubt about it. But let these people have their income.
Meanwhile, police are telling the Clark County Commission showgirls, sign holders, t-shirt sales, and illegal table games on the bridges sometimes lead to fights, assaults, stabbings, or other crimes. There's also the issue of the homeless sleeping there and narcotic activities.
Our aim is not to issue tickets or conduct enforcement, but really have the opportunity to first issue a warning and remove the confusion around what our officers can do and what they can enforce.
If this ordinance passes, it would treat pedestrian bridges and surrounding escalators as sidewalks. The county would then update its map to include them as no obstruction zones. Renee?
And a Las Vegas man accused of killing a 4-year-old boy pleads not guilty to murder and child abuse charges. 35-year-old Brandon Toslin was arrested in February after the body of Mason Dominguez, his girlfriend's son, was found in a freezer in his Northeast Valley home. Toslin is being held without bail at the Clark County Detention Center. Prosecutors had filed papers indicating they are considering pursuing the death penalty. And the misconduct case against an ex-Las Vegas constable has come to an end. John Bonaventura pleaded guilty to a felony count of theft and wiretapping in December. A judge ruled that he would not serve probation or prison time after the plea. His lawyer cited medical problems as part of the negotiations. Bonaventura was indicted in 2017 and accused of illegally taping conversations for over 3 years and wrongfully increasing an employee's salary to repay personal debt. And in more top stories, Las Vegas Councilwoman Michelle Fiore was deemed partially at fault for a crash Monday night. She was driving west on Centennial Parkway when she failed to maintain a single travel lane and collided with a Chevy Impala that was making a left turn into an apartment complex. Fiore was taken to UMC where she was treated for a concussion and several broken bones. She was released Tuesday morning. The driver of the Chevy was found to be at primary fault for failing to yield. Fiore is currently a candidate for state treasurer. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, Golden Entertainment Inc. reported first quarter earnings on Thursday. The parent company of the Strat, Arizona Charlie's, and the PT's pub franchise reported a 14.1% revenue increase over 2021's first quarter, producing a net income of $36.1 million. And Mother's Day is bringing big business to retailers as spending is set to reach record levels. Spending in Nevada is set to hit more than $509 million. That's up almost 14% from last year, according to the recent survey by the National Retail Federation. In your weather report, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Happy Friday, everyone. Hot and breezy conditions are forecasted for the valley today. Wind gusts could top around 30 miles per hour in parts of the valley. Those winds will decrease slightly by this evening to about 25 miles per hour. Today's highs will reach around 97 degrees, evening lows around 71 degrees. For the weekend, winds will remain a factor. 36 miles per hour in parts of the valley is projected for Saturday into Sunday. Those winds bringing temps down starting Sunday. Will stay in the mid-90s Saturday, while Sunday will drop to the mid-80s, upper 70s to start your work week. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. If you're looking to do some stargazing this weekend, we've got just the event for you. Sky Canyon is hosting the 7th annual Sky and Star event tomorrow. The free event is held at Sky Canyon Park. Gates open at 6 p.m. for music, games, and food trucks. It all leads up to a constellation viewing beginning at 8 p.m. And the Las Vegas Raiders honored 4 deserving local educators for Teacher Appreciation Week. Teachers were recognized for their efforts in the classroom and the community. They got an exclusive tour of the headquarters by Raiders player Brandon Parker and Mac Hollins. The tour ended with the teachers receiving custom jerseys as a thank you for the roles they play in the lives of children.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders added yet another running back to the roster, signing former Texas San Antonio standout Sincere McCormick. McCormick was signed as an undrafted free agent just days after the Raiders drafted running backs Zamir White from Georgia and Britton Brown from UCLA. They join a crowded RB room with the likes of Amir Abdullah, Brandon Bolden, Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs, Trey Regis, and fullbacks Jacob Johnson and Sutton Smith. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The NBA playoffs resume today with a doubleheader. In the East, the Miami Heat are 1-point road favorites over the Philadelphia 76ers at Circus Sports, and the total is 210.5. The Heat, with a 2-0 lead, are minus 1,010 favorites to win the series. In the West, the line is pick'em between the Phoenix Suns and Dallas Mavericks, and the total is 220. The Suns, with a 2-0 lead, are minus 1,100 favorites to win the series, and the plus 205 favorites to win the NBA title.
In your entertainment news, a new musical with songs written by a rock and roll icon is heading to the Las Vegas Strip. Review Journal columnist John Katzlamidas tells us more about the show and the venue.
Bat Out of Hell, the musical, opens September 27th at Paris Theatre. This is a full-scale musical. It follows the saga of Romeo and Juliet, all the music from Meat Loaf, written by Jim Steinman, who worked with Meat Loaf. The theater has had its share of tough luck over the past couple of years. 4 shows since January of 2018 have opened and closed at Paris Theater, but the producers are saying that this show, which is expertly staged and will have a great Las Vegas cast, is going to break that spell.
In your health news, Nevada State College is honoring the next generation of nurses and educators entering their fields. Celebrating its largest graduating class yet in 20 years, the in-person commencement ceremony will take place tomorrow at Dollar Loan Center Arena. Doors open at 10 a.m. Nevada State College is expecting approximately 920 graduates in the 2022 class, with most of them being from the nursing program, with 415 graduates. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great weekend.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.